we had to do something there. What we just did, the majority of what we did, is going to be part 7. I had no idea until I heard God say that you're doing part 7. I said, oh my, you snuck that in on me. But that needs to be part 7. All right, for those of you watching on Facebook, let me do a little countdown here for our producer and us. 5, 4, 3, 2. Where there is no vision, the people perish. We have a vision here at Heartland. And I wanted to just a short little video here. We're doing this live, but our producer's going to take it. We're doing this live on December the 12th, Sunday at 2:30. You can find us here live on Facebook or Zoom every Sunday, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll put the announcements on the screen also. Also Zoom and Facebook Live Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. And daily. This part you don't hold me to it, but I'm going to do my best. Daily, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. No, not Saturday. Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook. Write that down. Make a schedule of that. It's on my page called Pastor John DeLacio. HDR stands for Honorary Doctorate. I am Dr. John, but I like to be called Pastor John. I am very protective of that title. I do not call my Dr. Joe, Luigi, or whatever. I call him Doc. Even my dentist. It's respect for the office. An officer pulls me over, I don't say, hey, Bubba, hey, bro. Yes, officer. Have a respect for the office. What you don't respect, you lose. I can tell by what somebody calls me how what I can put into their life or what I cannot. I was preaching in I was preaching up north, and I said to one, I just got there, and I said, tell the pastor that I'm here. He said, oh, okay, I'll tell Bubba. I said, who? He said, Bubba. I said, who's Bubba? He said, oh, that's the pastor. I said, come here. He is not your Bubba, and he's not your bro. He's your pastor. Respect him that way. It's an office that came from God. It's a higher office than the President of the United States. The pastor can only pour into you what you can receive from him. If he's Joe, if he's bro, if he's Bubba, if he's Sam, that's who he is. If you call your brother pastor brother, then you're saying to him, what am I getting tired of? Oh, if you, hey brother, no. Yes, he's your brother in the Lord. When I first pastored this church, when I birthed this church, one of the people that I inherited here was preacher. Hey preacher, here comes the preacher. He was saying to me, I respect him as a preacher, but pastor's a little different. That's why in some network they call somebody apostle so-and-so, or teacher so-and-so, or evangelist so-and-so, or prophet so-and-so. Not so much, most of them not hung up on the title, but they're making a proclamation of their faith. The fivefold ministry is ministering the ministry of Christ on the earth today. Oh, there's so much more. That's why I'm doing this. My brother retired when he was half my age. I can't. Because this is not an occupation. This is a calling that a minister of the gospel pours out, and he pours out, and he pours out, or she pours out, or they pour out through betrayals, through financial pressure, through dealing with all kinds of toxic type of people. But every time they stay, it's like a sledgehammer crushing that rock and crushing that rock and crushing that rock, turning into a fine powder. They become contrite, and God comes to inhabit the spirit of the contrite, and that produces an anointing on them. Where now whatever God, the more they pour out, the more God pours in. Now they're just so full, they can't quit. They got too much in them that has to be shared. That's why we're putting on flash drive. That's why we're doing live. That's why we're on so many networks. That's why we're doing what we're doing. How do they do it? By the grace of God, and God touching people's heart to understand and to receive. And as they receive it, it creates a hunger. And they watch Monday through Friday or Sunday or whatever, even though they're in a different state, a different country, or go to a different church, or go to no church at all. We're here for you. We got too much to say to put it in a tackle box and just go fishing. When I go fishing, I take the Bible with me, and we tell people about Jesus. Spread the word. That Pastor John DeLacio of Altland Christian Center is on his public figure page, Pastor John DeLacio, HDR, daily. Can we put that on the screen? I want to give you some contact information. The title of the page, it should be on this at the top maybe, Pastor John DeLacio, HDR. Tell people about that word page. Like me on this page, follow me on this page. When you leave a comment, you can put a prayer request if you would like to. If your prayer request is too personal to put in the comment, you can email me that at that email address. Take a screenshot of it. Pastor John DeLacio at yahoo.com. Take a screenshot right now of that Cash App address and your PayPal. If you're being blessed by this ministry, support it. No gift is too small or too large. It's all appreciated, and God will bless you for it. I want to show you something else here in a minute that we just got. It's this right here. On flash drive. I love it, I love it, love it. God, politics, voting. Have you ever heard somebody say you should keep that out of the church because of a separation of church and state? I'll prove them different. Did you ever have to say that preachers shouldn't be talking about voting? I'm going to prove them different. Did you ever hear somebody say it shouldn't be brought in the church about politics? This proves them different. It's about 1 hour, 58 minutes of anointed, heartful, intellectual, biblically backed teaching. God, politics, and voting. Going to make it available to you. It comes in a shrink wrap patch. Neatly. Make a perfect gift for your pastor or your board members. Or it's a perfect item for a television station to use as a promotional item, a gift to give their partners. It's a perfect item to have in any Christian bookstore. I open this one up to show you Inside has contact information. There's pictures. Why did I pick these pictures? Let me remove the flash drive. I'm a horseman. I used to race them. I'm a fisherman, and always will be. I'm a military man. This is when my father was shaking my hand when he was saying goodbye and didn't know if it was going to be goodbye. Jennifer and I, me and my motorcycle. Motorcycle, horses, and fishing. To let people know I'm just a real guy that loves Jesus, who's doing this since the 70s. And will do it till I take my last breath. Probably 18 years from now, maybe. It's all on this flash drive. It's called God, Politics, and Voting. We put a lot into it. With recording, with cameras, with editing, with audio, with printing, and everything else. And then somebody had to put it together, put it in the flash drive, package together, send it to us so it's available. I'm making it very reasonable because we got more elections coming up. You may have heard about that. I'm a conservative, capitalistic, patriotic, Bible believer. I take God at His word. I want everybody else to. Everybody needs this. You know, young people becoming age to vote. Every college kid needs it. Every adult needs it. Every ethnic background needs it. Every church needs to hear it. Are you ready for the price? What would you charge for something like that? 100, 500, 200? None of the above. Very reasonable, available for just a $30 donation to God, to this minute, $30. It's also available on other ways, maybe Amazon or eBay. Go to the Heartland Global Shopping Network. You'll see the items we have available. Or go to eBay, search Jezebel, and you will see this one. Everybody needs that too. You can find out on eBay. They have easy payment plans. This one, less than $1 a day. I want to put the information back on the screen on Cash App or PayPal. And there's a phone number, 407-765-4788. If you want to put it on a different payment plan or credit card, a debit card. I'm going to leave that on the screen. Take a screenshot. Come back to me now. We're going to go out. 2 flash drives. This one is 21 videos. It's not just audio. Not audio. Audio and video. 21 videos. Freedom from the Jezebel influence. About a 1-hour video on here that will open your eyes, give you a real understanding about what God means when He says, when the righteous own authority, the people rejoice. I know some of you thinking this guy's really cocky. No, I really feel really confident about what I'm saying right now. Let me hear from you today. Now, the donations that come in today will help us mass produce the next flash drive series we're working on. I love you all. I'm just abased in the presence of God right now. Thanks for not judging me, and keep loving me. See you on the next video.